somebody who had attended His Holiness's teachings wrote to me, said that one thing that really hit her was His Holiness saying that these aggregates, this present body and mind that we have, is the result of dukkha, suffering, is the basis of our current dukkha, or suffering, and is a conditioning factor in our future dukkha, or suffering. And I think that this is a very, very important point to really keep in mind and to meditate on constantly. Because when we do, then we lose our interest in samsara. And until we lose our interest in samsara, Dharma practice doesn't really begin. Yeah, because as long as we're interested in samsara, what do we need Dharma for, yeah? Okay, so just, spending some time and thinking, okay, I have this body and mind, and what caused it? What brought about this specific body and mind? And we've done the meditation on the nature of the body, the components of the body, all the organs, and so on, and we see that the body is not something so gorgeous and so pleasurable, and then ask ourselves, well, how did it come about? What caused it? Okay, and so here we can see, our body came from our parents' body, and so generation upon generation of foul bodies, one preceding the next, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, it's not like our ancestors all had pure bodies of light and then, we got this one. No, it's like, generation and generation in the past of people with foul bodies that got old and sick and died. And that's what our body is a descendant of. And if you, even adopt Darwin's view, trace it back to the amoeba and the creatures, that's what our body descended from. Okay? So nothing spectacular in the history of our body. Similarly with our mind, where did it come from? Well, previous life mind and previous life mind, previous life mind, all those minds being under the influence of affliction and karma. Yeah, so it's not like, once we were holy beings and then, the whole story with the apple happened. It's like, because that's impossible. It's impossible if you're pure to become impure. So it's just, from this mind that's been continually confused in the past. And this whole life, why this life? How come this particular collection of aggregates, which on one hand is very fortunate because we have a precious human life. On the other hand, looking at it from another view, it's nothing so to cling on to, because it all comes about due to ignorance, afflictions, and karma. So just looking at, our present life from the viewpoint of cause, it's all produced from dukkha, And I think really don't translate it so much as suffering, because suffering makes us think of ouch, and we can see this body isn't necessarily ouch, or the mind isn't always ouch. But dukkha, in the terms of being unsatisfactory, in terms of being under the control of other factors that are defiled, that definitely is undesirable. Okay? So just think about the aggregates in terms of their cause, and it really helps you to lose interest in cyclic existence. When you lose interest in cyclic existence, first of all, this life becomes a lot more peaceful. Second of all, your mind goes into the Dharma, and you're able to make good preparation for future lives and to progress along the path towards liberation and enlightenment. Okay. So tomorrow we'll talk a little bit about the nature of the present body, and then the day after, the future, how this body acts as the basis for future dukkha. Okay? But really keep this in mind.